I'm standing in my sister's backyard on a Saturday in late June, watching my 8-year-old daughter Emma try to make herself invisible behind the dessert table. The sun's doing that golden hour thing. There's a Bluetooth speaker playing some acoustic playlist, and roughly 40 people are staring at my kid like she just torched the place. She spilled red wine on my sister's white engagement dress. Accidentally. Completely. Genuinely accidentally. But you'd think she'd done it on purpose the way my family was reacting. Let me back up. My sister Claire got engaged 3 months ago. To her boyfriend Marcus. Nice guy, works in finance, has one of those laughs that's somehow too loud and too quiet at the same time. The engagement party was at my parents' house. One of those situations where mom goes overboard with the catering, and dad sets up folding chairs in rows like it's a wedding ceremony. Emma was so excited to go. She'd picked out this blue dress herself, the one with the little flowers on it. Had been practicing her congratulations in the car. 8 years old, you know. Still thinks family events are magical. We got there around 4. The party officially started at 5, but Mom had texted me 17 times asking me to come early to help set up. Emma ran straight to my mom, her favorite person in the world, and I headed to the kitchen where the real chaos was happening. Here's what I should have noticed. Claire was already stressed. Not normal bride stressed. Something else. She kept checking her phone, kept smoothing down her dress, this white cocktail dress she'd bought specifically for today. When I asked if she was okay, she gave me this tight smile and said, "Perfect. Everything's perfect," in that voice that means nothing's perfect. I was pulling wine bottles from boxes when Emma came running in. "Mom," Aunt Claire said I could help. "Pass out drinks." My mom was right behind her, looking pleased with herself. I told Emma she could be our little server. Isn't that sweet? I hesitated. Emma's coordinated for 8, but she's still 8. "Maybe just water or..." "She'll be fine," Mom said, already handing Emma a small tray with 3 wine glasses on it. White wine, at least. Clear. What I didn't know, what I wouldn't find out until later, was that my sister had specifically asked my mom not to let Emma help with anything involving the drinks or food. Apparently, she'd mentioned it twice. My mom just forgot or ignored it. Still not sure which. Emma took that tray so seriously, walked like she was balancing the world, this concentrated expression on her face. She made it to the first group of guests, my aunt and 2 of Claire's work friends, and handed out those glasses perfectly. Came back beaming. "I did it!" "You're doing great, honey." I watched her take another tray. This one had red wine. Looking back, I should have stopped her right then. Should have said she'd done enough. But she was so proud, and honestly, there were only like 15 people there yet. Felt safe enough. She was heading toward the patio where Claire and Marcus were greeting people. I was watching from the kitchen window while chopping vegetables. Emma's walking carefully, tray in both hands, watching the glasses so intently she didn't see my cousin Jake coming through the doorway at the same time. Jake's on his phone, not looking, bumps right into her. Not hard, but enough. Everything went slow motion. The tray tilted. Emma tried to correct it, actually did an impressive job keeping 2 glasses stable. But the third one, full glass of red wine, slid off and hit the ground. Except it didn't hit the ground first. It hit Claire's white dress, right across the front. This bright red splash from waist to hem. The music kept playing for a few seconds before someone turned it off. I was already moving toward them, but the silence reached me first. That specific silence where everyone's looking. Emma's face crumpled immediately. I'm so sorry, Aunt Claire, I didn't mean to." Claire just stood there, looking down at her dress. Marcus had his hand on her shoulder. She wasn't moving. My mom rushed over with napkins, making everything worse by trying to blot it. "Oh no, oh honey, it's okay, it's just wine, we can fix this." "Can you?" Claire's voice was quiet. Scary quiet. I reached Emma and put my hand on her shoulder. She was shaking. "It was an accident. Jake bumped into her." I saw what happened. This was my dad, walking over from the grill area. His voice had that disappointed principal tone. "Emma, you need to be more careful." "Wait, what?" "Dad," Jake literally ran into her. "She shouldn't have been carrying wine in the first place," my Aunt Jennifer chimed in. "Because of course she did. She's too young for that responsibility." Emma was crying now, silent tears rolling down her face. I pulled her closer. Okay, everyone let's take a breath here. It was an accident. Jake, you bumped into her, right? Jake looked up from his phone like he'd just realized he was part of this. Oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking. I expected that to help. It didn't. Claire finally looked up from her dress and her expression made my stomach drop. She wasn't just upset. She looked furious. This dress cost $400. I'll pay for it, I said immediately. Or we'll get it cleaned, or it's ruined. She turned to Emma, and I felt my daughter try to make herself smaller against my leg. Why were you even carrying wine? You're 8 years old. Grandma told me I could help. I don't care what. Grandma said. Claire's voice was louder now, and several people stepped back. Marcus was trying to whisper something to her, but she shook him off. You should have been more careful. This is my engagement party, and you ruined it. My daughter was fully sobbing now. The kind of crying where you can't breathe right. Okay, that's enough. I heard my own voice come out harder than I intended. She's a child. It was an accident. You're yelling at a child. She destroyed my dress. And I said I'd replace it. But you don't get to scream at my kid. My mom stepped between us, hands up like a referee. Let's everyone calm down. Claire, honey, let's get you changed. Emma, sweetie, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Claire's voice cracked. Nothing about this is okay. I planned this party for months, and it's ruined in 5 minutes because someone couldn't watch their kid. The accusation hung there. Someone, meaning me. I was watching her. Jake bumped into her. Multiple people saw it. Maybe she shouldn't have been here at all. The backyard got quieter somehow. Even the birds seemed to shut up. Excuse me? I couldn't have heard that right. Claire was crying now too, mascara running, gesturing at her dress. I just wanted one perfect day. One day that wasn't about anyone else, and now it's ruined, and everyone's going to remember this instead of... She stopped, wiping her face. Instead of what? I wanted to ask. But Emma was pulling on my arm, whispering, "Can we go home? Please?" I looked around at my family. My dad had his arms crossed, disappointed dad pose in full effect. My Aunt Jennifer was whispering to another aunt. My mom looked torn, standing between me and Claire like she couldn't figure out which daughter to comfort. Not one person was defending Emma. Not one person was pointing out that Jake, an adult man, had crashed into a child and caused this. Marcus finally spoke up. Look, maybe we should all I think we're going to leave. I picked up Emma, even though she's getting too big for it. She buried her face in my neck. Probably for the best, my dad said. That stopped me. I turned around. What did you just say? You heard me. If you can't control your daughter, she's 8, and she was doing exactly what Mom told her to do. I looked at my mom. You gave her wine to carry. Claire apparently told you not to, and you did it anyway. My mom's face went red. I forgot. I was busy. And now you're all attacking Emma for your mistake. I could feel my voice shaking. She's 8 years old, and you're treating her like she maliciously destroyed that dress. The dress is still destroyed, Claire said. And I'll Venmo you $500 right now, but we're done. I adjusted Emma in my arms and started walking toward the side gate. If you leave now, don't expect an invitation to the wedding, Claire called after me. I stopped, turned around one more time. You know what? Maybe that's perfect, because I don't want my daughter around people who treat her like this over an accident. I didn't wait for a response. Just carried Emma to the car, buckled her in, and drove home. She cried the whole way. Kept saying, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, until I pulled into a parking lot and turned around to face her. Emma, look at me. You didn't do anything wrong. Do you understand? Nothing. But Aunt Claire's dress was an accident that wasn't your fault. Jake bumped into you. You were being careful. Sometimes accidents happen, and the way they reacted, that wasn't okay. She nodded, but I could tell she didn't believe me. She's 8. When adults are mad, 8-year-olds think it's their fault. When we got home, Emma went straight to her room. I sat on the couch and did something I probably shouldn't have done. I posted in my mom's group about what happened. Just needed someone to tell me I wasn't crazy. The response was overwhelming. 43 comments in an hour. Every single one said the same thing. What the hell is wrong with your family? My phone was blowing up too. Claire called 3 times. I didn't answer. My mom texted, "We need to talk about your behavior today." My behavior. Right. My husband got home around 8. He'd been at a work thing, missed the whole disaster. When I told him what happened, he just stared at me. They yelled at Emma for an accident? Not just yelled. Blamed her. Said maybe she shouldn't have been there. He looked toward Emma's room. Is she okay? No, she thinks she ruined everything. He was quiet for a moment, then pulled out his phone. What's Claire's Venmo? Why? Because I'm sending her money for the dress right now, and then we're done with this. He sent $600 with the note for the dress. Accidents happen? Adults should know better. The next day was Sunday. I woke up to 17 text messages. Family group chat was on fire. Apparently, my husband's Venmo message was passive-aggressive and made things worse. My mom called. I let it go to voicemail. She called again. I answered. We need to talk about yesterday. I'm listening. Claire is very upset. So is Emma. And I think you owe her an apology. I actually laughed. An apology for what exactly? For making a scene. For leaving early. For that Venmo message. Mom, Claire screamed at an 8-year-old for an accident that wasn't her fault. An accident that happened because you gave Emma wine to carry after Claire specifically asked you not to. Silence. Then, I didn't remember her saying that. That's not Emma's fault. No one's saying it's Emma's fault. Yes, you are. That's exactly what you're all saying. You're treating her like she's the problem here instead of acknowledging that adults failed at every level. You're being overdramatic. That word. I hate that word. I'm being a mother, which is more than any of you did for my daughter yesterday. I hung up. Probably shouldn't have, but I did. The week that followed was weird. Radio silence from most of my family. My brother called Wednesday night, the reasonable one, the one who'd left the party early for work. I heard what happened. For what it's worth, Jake told me he totally crashed into Emma, said he felt terrible, but everyone was too focused on Claire to listen. Great. So everyone knows it wasn't her fault and just doesn't care? Pretty much, he sighed. Claire's been, I don't know. Something's off with her lately. She's been really stressed about the wedding, but it's more than that. That doesn't excuse what she said to Emma. I know. I'm not defending it, just giving context. Context. Everyone wanted me to understand context, but no one wanted to understand that my daughter was traumatized by people who were supposed to love her. Emma didn't want to talk about it. Didn't want to see family. When my mom tried to FaceTime her, Emma literally left the room. That's when I knew this was bigger than I'd realized. I made an appointment with her school counselor for when school started back up. Seemed like the responsible thing to do. 2 weeks after the party, I got a text from Claire. Not an apology. An invoice. An actual invoice. For the dress, for dry cleaning they'd attempted, for emotional distress. Total, $847. I screenshot it and sent it to my brother. He called immediately. You've got to be kidding me. Wish I was. You already sent her $600. Apparently that wasn't enough. I didn't pay it. I know that makes me sound petty, but I genuinely didn't pay it. I'd already sent more than the dress cost. I wasn't paying for emotional distress that came from screaming at my child. Claire sent the invoice to my parents. My dad called. Just pay her and end this. No. It's $200 more. Is your pride worth this family drama? This isn't about pride, Dad. This is about the fact that everyone decided Emma was the villain in a story where she was literally just a kid who got bumped into. And instead of any of you standing up for her, you all decided Claire's dress was more important than an 8-year-old's feelings. You're being unreasonable. Then I guess I'm unreasonable. He hung up on me. First time he'd ever done that. August came. Wedding invitations went out. We didn't get one. Emma noticed. Are we not going to Aunt Claire's wedding? How do you explain this to an 8-year-old? That your family chose a dress over her? It's complicated, baby. Is it because of me? Because of the party? My husband jumped in. It's because some people don't know how to forgive accidents. And that's their problem, not yours. She nodded, but I could see it in her face. She blamed herself. September, school started. Emma seemed okay on the surface, but she was more anxious. Didn't want to go to friends' birthday parties. When I asked why, she said, "What if I mess something up?" That broke me. The counselor said it was fairly normal after a shaming experience, especially from trusted family members. Said we needed to rebuild her confidence in social settings. So we did, slowly. Playdates at our house where she felt safe. Parks with friends. My husband and I made sure to point out every time she did something helpful or careful. Tried to undo the damage. October, the wedding. I saw photos on Facebook. My whole family there, smiling. Beautiful venue. Claire looked gorgeous in her actual wedding dress. The comments were full of perfect day and so beautiful. I felt nothing. Maybe that was the saddest part. I just felt nothing. Emma saw the photos too. Mom? Can I ask you something? Always. Do you think Aunt Claire is still mad at me? I think Aunt Claire has a lot of growing up to do. I pulled her onto my lap, even though she's really too big for it now. But you didn't do anything wrong. I need you to know that deep in your bones. You were careful. An adult bumped into you, and the way they reacted wasn't about you, it was about them. But what if I see them again? Then you'll be polite because that's who you are. But you don't owe them anything else. She thought about this. What about you? Are you still mad? Good question, was I? I'm disappointed. There's a difference. November. Thanksgiving was coming up. My mom called with the invitation. We're hoping you'll come. As a family. It's been long enough? Has it? Yes, this has gone on too long. Claire's willing to move past it. Is she willing to apologize to Emma? Pause. I don't think that's necessary at this point. Then no, we won't be there. You're really going to skip Thanksgiving over this? I'm going to skip Thanksgiving because my daughter doesn't feel safe around people who hurt her and never apologized. That's not me being petty. That's me being a parent. We spent Thanksgiving with my husband's family. Emma laughed more that day than she had in months. December now. My brother stopped by last week. Said Claire and Marcus are moving. Got a job offer in another state. Said Claire's been in therapy, working through some stuff. Is one of those stuff things screaming at children? I asked. He grimaced. She knows she overreacted. Knowing and apologizing are different things. Would an apology even matter at this point? Honest question. I thought about it. For me? Probably not. For Emma? Maybe, he nodded. I'll mention it to her. I don't expect anything to come from it. But here's what I do know. Emma's doing better. She went to 3 birthday parties this fall and didn't have a single meltdown about messing something up. She's laughing again. Volunteered to help her teacher carry supplies last week. Said yes without even thinking about it. That's growth. That's healing. And me? I'm okay with being the unreasonable one. I'm okay with being the daughter who caused drama at the engagement party by defending her child. I'm okay with missing family events if it means Emma knows someone has her back unconditionally. My sister wanted one perfect day. Instead, she got a stained dress and a family rift that could have been avoided with a simple, accidents happen. It's okay. Emma wanted to help, to be part of something special. Instead, she learned that sometimes the people you love will hurt you, and not everyone deserves your forgiveness. I wanted my daughter to grow up knowing her family was safe. Instead, I learned that sometimes being a good parent means protecting your kid from your own family. We're all living with our choices. The difference? Emma's choices were innocent. Theirs weren't, and I'm the one who gets to sleep at night knowing I chose right.